Okay, guys, welcome. My name is Rachel Garcia, and I'm going to be sharing some information with you this evening that I have no doubt could be life-changing for you and your family. It was life-changing for my family when I first found out about this 15 years ago in 2008. So my name is Rachel Garcia. I live in Jacksonville, Florida, with my husband of 25 years and our two boys that are I think 15 and 18, and they were toddler, like a 3-month-old and a 2-year-old when I first found out about Pure. So it was 2008 when someone called me and asked me to take a look at this. And I was practicing medicine full time as a physician assistant. I saw 60 to 70 patients a day. I was removing cancers all day long. I was writing 200 prescriptions a day, and life was very, very busy. I had absolutely no interest in looking at a business or really even looking at this company at all, largely because I had no time. I had just opened 2 businesses, a skincare retail store in Ponte Vedra Beach and a construction company with my husband. And I just told you my patient load. So life was just really busy. But my nephew had been diagnosed with severe autism just a few months earlier. And I had sat with my sister as the physician told her that her son would never speak and that he would never have more than the mind of a 3-year-old. And it was a really hard day. I didn't know what autism was, although I went to medical school. I didn't learn about autism, and I had a lot of questions. I wanted to know, why did he have it? How did he get it? Is what the doctor's saying true? And so I have a master's degree in research as a physician assistant, and I went to work. And I'll tell you, it's been my experience that when somebody gets a bad diagnosis, they oftentimes say, okay, doctor, tell me what to do. And then that's that. And this doctor told her, don't look into supplementation. There is no hope. He will never speak. He will never play team sports. And I watched my sister's hope just drain out of her. And I went to work researching what this was. And I learned through my research the crazy importance of nutrition. And I say it that way because I didn't learn about nutrition in medical school. I learned about pharmaceutical medications in medical school. I learned about how to write pharmaceutical medications and which ones interacted with which ones. I did not learn about nutrition. And as I began to research autism and learned the extreme importance of what we're putting into our bodies, and more importantly, what we're not removing from our bodies, I became a little radical. And we started an organic garden, and I had a juicer in my backyard, and I was doing all the research. I would go to the health food store, and I was buying thousands of dollars worth of supplements because I'd done the research that they were important. And my brothers called me and said, hey, we know you're into nutrition. We'd love to get your opinion on this company. And I saw what you're going to see tonight, or something similar. And I heard their message of cleanse your body of the toxins, balance out your pH, your hormones, and build your trillions of cells up with whole raw food, plant-based nutrition. And I knew it was truth. And I'd never heard a company preaching it. And so I compared what they had to what I was purchasing. It was cheaper and it was better in regards to their ingredient list, the purity of their ingredients, the quality. I said, I'm in, give it to me. I want everything they've got. Within days, we saw changes. I had horrible insomnia that I thought was normal for a mom in her 30s with 2 kids who worked like I worked. It wasn't normal. And when the insomnia resolved, my whole life changed. It's like the lights came on. My son had horrible constipation issues. He would once a week at the age of 3 and bleed and cry. And it was awful for him, awful for me as a mom. I tried all the natural stuff. Nothing was working. I was told to give him Miralax. Miralax is antifreeze in a bottle. I'll say that again. Miralax is antifreeze in a bottle. Don't give it to anyone you love. And so when we started him on this, within days, there were radical changes. It was smooth and easy, like a Wendy's Frosty, no crying, no bleeding. And as a mom, that was huge for me. But 2 of the most radical changes were what happened with my husband and my nephew. And I'm going to show you some pictures here so that you can kind of get a good idea of the changes that we witnessed. So, as I said, I used to see patients all day long. And the reason that I started those 2 businesses that I told you about was so that I would one day have time freedom and be able to spend time with my children. This is my sister and I and our 2 little babies. They were very close in age. This is what I looked like when I was all into health and nutrition and juicing, and I knew my stuff. But that girl was struggling. And I'll tell you, every day I meet somebody who's like, yeah, I'm fine. I'm going to my acupuncturist. I'm fine. I've got my whole cabinet of my supplements. I'm fine. And they're not fine. Well, that was me. And so 3 months in on this system, I'd lost 32 pounds without trying. My patients were noticing, what the heck are you doing? I'm like, oh, it's just the stuff I added to my diet. Like I wasn't changing anything. So that was pretty radical. My husband also had a radical physical transformation, 35 on the left, 50 on the right. This radical transformation happened in months for him. But mentally, the guy on the left struggled with severe depression. Severe depression. Do you know anyone who struggles with severe depression? It is scary. And anger issues, severe anger issues that were very scary. And so when within 6 weeks in, those issues were gone, marriage saving. We traveled without the products because who travels with their products? That's weird. All of it came back. I said, yep, we're never going anywhere without that stuff. This is my nephew, Bo, at my niece's wedding I think it was last summer. My son ran in, my son is a senior in high school now. So is Bo. They live in 2 different cities. And my son, I need to put the picture in here, ran into his cousin, Bo, at Universal's grad bash at 1:30 in the morning this past weekend. Bo is a senior graduating from the same high school that I went to. And we were told he would never speak and that he would never go to a school with normal children. That's what the doctor said. So he was wrong. And I have made a mission. I feel an ethical, moral obligation to get this information out. So I started sharing it 15 years ago. This is how it started. It was in a clinical practice in California. The results were so good with this cleanse, balance, build philosophy. There was this massive waiting list for people to get into the clinic. 3 years you would have to wait to get into the clinic. So let's say you have an autistic child who starts speaking and somebody in your community or your neighborhood wants to go get on the same regimen. Sorry, sister, you got to wait 3 years. And they said, this is not fair. We need to get it out to the public. We're going to start a company, but we're only going to spread the information by word of mouth. We're not going to pay for marketing and space at a Whole Foods and buy the shelf space. We're just going to pay people who already love it and believe in it to talk about it. We're going to give them a commission every time somebody purchases as a result of them opening their mouth. And that is how it started, guys. That's how it started. Now, here's what's crazy. I am watching companies. I'm just going to talk for a minute. I'm watching companies start right now because in this industry with this business model, a lot of income can be made. A lot of money can be made. And I'm watching companies start to make money. And they hire some scientists who live who knows where. Please formulate something popular for us. Formulate something in the health and wellness world because that's the future. And create something for us so that we can sell it and make money. See, that's where we're different. We started because there was a demand for these products, a 3-year waiting list for people to get in and get on these products. And they said, people shouldn't have to wait this long for this information. And the company started. And so I found out about it when it was getting started. And I, in the beginning, said, I'm not telling anyone about this. So not because I wanted to keep it a secret, but because I didn't like salespeople. I like it when people came into my office and tried to sell me their oils or their creams or their wraps or their whatevers. I didn't like it. I wanted nothing to do with it. But I felt ethically obligated to share this with others. What if I could change one other autistic family's future just by calling one person a day and saying, hey, you've got to take a look at this. And that's how it started for me. And now after 20 years of practicing medicine, 15 years of sharing this message, this is what I believe, guys. I believe with all of my heart that the majority of the health issues we face are the result of these 3 things. And if you can fix these 3 things, your body will work the way it was made to work. That is all we do at Pure. We give it what it needs, your body, so it can work the way it was made to work. We are toxic. We're drinking out of plastic water bottles, our microwaved food, the plastic we put on our food, stuck in a microwave for years, the herbicides, pesticides, fungicides on our food. We are being poisoned every single day. We are sitting way too much. Sitting is the new smoking. We are on our technology too much. We're not getting enough sleep. We're not getting outside and walking. We are acidic because we're consuming meat, dairy, sugar, soda, coffee, bread. I have a friend who was diagnosed with cancer recently, and immediately after the cancer diagnosis, this person was eating a bagel on the way to some sort of a scan. And I'm like, no, you can't eat sugar. If you're trying to avoid acidic things, cancer loves acidity. Cancer can't thrive in an alkaline, oxygenated environment. You know what else loves acidity? All disease is an infection. If you are eating more meat, dairy, sugar, soda, coffee, and bread than you are plants, you're acidic. Your body's trying to get to the pH it's supposed to get to, and it will because it's amazing, but it's going to leach the alkalinity out of your teeth, out of your bones. While these kids have broken bones playing soccer when they're 5, 6, 7, 12, 13, 14. I played soccer in college. I played competitive soccer through high school. Nobody ever broke bones. They had broken torn ligaments, but broken bones. Why are all these kids breaking their bones? Because they're drinking cow's milk, which is acidic. We're going to show you how to get more nutrition in your kids in 30 seconds in the morning than their whole class gets in a week. We are all deficient in nutrition, and multiple studies have shown this. The kids now are not getting enough nutrition. It's well documented. And so we're supplementing. Prior to the pandemic, it was the educated people who were supplementing. They knew the things that I'm telling them. They're buying their multivitamins, and they're buying their vitamin C, and they're buying their vitamin D, and they're trying to get what's necessary. Most of it's just sitting in their intestinal tract because it's not bioavailable and their body can't absorb it. It's been formulated in some lab in some high pressurized machine that gives you a capsule. Okay. But since the pandemic, when everybody started freaking out about getting sick and they're all Google happy, they're talking about resveratrol and turmeric and selenium and all these things, and they're buying it. And we all have a cabinet that looks like this. Most of us don't use it. We definitely don't travel with it because you can't tell when you take it and you can't tell when you don't. We have a 30-day satisfaction guarantee. Why would they give that? Because you can tell when you take it and you can tell when you don't. And if you think, oh, I can just eat my way to good nutrition, well, good luck with that. For over a decade now, we've known that you can't do that. In fact, in 2010, you had to eat 8 oranges, 80 cups of spinach, 99 ears of corn, and 2 cups of wheat to get the nutrition our grandparents got from one of each of those things. Good luck trying to eat 80 cups of spinach, friends. Good luck. You can't eat your way to good nutrition anymore. You have to supplement. Cleanse your body of the toxins. Cleanse out the crap. So I want you to think of it this way. We take our cars in. My car it just came back. I just got it back. The lights were going off. Why? I needed to take it in. Every 10,000 miles, if I don't take my car in, the lights are going off. They've got to do a servicing on it. We've got to cleanse out the oil. Okay, so we have 7 channels we eliminate through our lungs, our liver, our skin, our lymphatic system, kidneys, blood, and intestines. They have to be cleansed out. We are consuming so much more junk than our grandparents were on a daily basis, and we're not moving as much as they were moving. So it's sitting there. So you can't buy the best of the best, consume it, and expect it to work when your body can't even absorb it because it's so backed up with junk. So we have to cleanse the toxins out, balance your pH by pouring more plant nutrition in than you do meat, dairy, sugar, soda, coffee, acidic nutrition in. And you need to build your trillions of cells up with whole raw food, plant-based nutrition. You know your cells turn over, right? What are you feeding them they're going to be turning into? What are you feeding your cells that when the ones that you have right now die off and they're replenishing, what are they turning into? Did you eat Doritos, Lunchables, gummy bears, and a soda today for lunch? What did you eat for lunch? Was it even food? We're going to show you how in 30 seconds in the morning to get more nutrition in your body than your whole neighborhood gets in a week. Cleanse, balance, build. It's a centuries-old philosophy. It is what this company is founded and based on. We have physicians joining us weekly. We have, a medical advisory panel made up of medical doctors. Many of our products are in the physician's desk reference. That's what I used, by the way. I needed to look up your augmentin dose, your antibiotic dose. I'm ashamed of how many prescriptions I wrote for so many years. If I had to look up a dosage, I looked it up in here. Guess what's in there? Many of our products. Why? Because the medical community is waking up and they know that prescription is not as good as prevention. So I'm going to tell you about our starter package. This company offers over 50 products. We have multiple systems. We have a sports line system. We have a skincare system. We have a metabolic reset system that is amazing. But I'm going to talk to you about our starter package, because what we found is that 93 out of 100 people who start on this starter package repurchase 2 to 3 items unsolicited, meaning I don't have to call you and say, hey, Beth, you're running out of your sulfur. Do you need some more? No, you call me and you say, oh my gosh, I'm out of sulfur. And all of a sudden I realize I haven't been taking my Advil for the last 30 days. I need more sulfur because I feel like I need more Advil. My pain is bad. All right. So Why do they offer a guarantee? Why does it work so well? Because of this cleanse, balance, build philosophy. All right. These are the 7 products that make up that starter package. We've got a plant-based calcium perfectly combined with magnesium and vitamin D. All right. So if you struggle with migraines, brittle bones, brittle teeth, headaches, restless leg syndrome, sleep issues, insomnia, you are going to love that product. It might be the one you continue buying going forward. The sulfur is a mineral we used to get from our food supply. We do not get it any longer from our food supply. Decreases inflammation. It's like water on the fires of inflammation. You know, inflammation is at the root of almost every disease we face. You got to douse it, not with Advil and Tylenol, guys. You got to douse it with minerals that we were supposed to be getting naturally. Okay, it looks like kosher salt. It's a little bitter. You put it in water, swirl it around in the morning, throw it back. And that, think of it like Advil, okay? Decreases inflammation. So tooth issues, gum issues, pain of any kind, asthma, allergies, eczema. I wish I'd known about these things when I was writing Medrol dose packs and steroid creams for the kids who crying with their eczema itching so badly. I wish I'd known. Mila is the best source of omega-3s you can find on the planet. Omega-3s have been shown in clinical studies to prevent or reverse almost every disease we face as humans. They're essential for your children's brains to grow and develop, and they're not getting them. And I'm going to show you how to easily get it in your children every single morning. The little green bottle there, this cleanses the 7 channels you eliminate through every night. So people go, well, I'm just going to take the cleanse. Well, you're going to feel like crap. That's like taking your car in for an oil change, getting all the oil out and then driving off without any new oil. What? No, cleanse out the junk, pour the good stuff in. The Daily Build is our liquid vitamin. It also comes in capsules. This is the most comprehensive liquid vitamin you will find on the planet. All the stuff in most people's cabinets, the selenium, the quercetin, the vitamin D, all the stuff, the zinc, it's all in here in plant form, which means it's bioavailable and your body absorbs it. Within 18 minutes, it's in your cells. That's been proven. The Goyin is our bestseller. It's calming. It's a blend of superfruits. Calming. The little things don't matter anymore. Do you struggle with PMS, anxiety, depression? Do you have teenage girls in your house? Up, down, up, down, up, down. Brilliant. You will love it. And the energy replaces whatever acidic form of stimulation you're consuming right now. They should call it focused. You drink it on an empty stomach fast, and it dials you in for 6 to 8 hours without erasing, without adrenal gland fatigue. I'm 47 years old. I just had my lab work drawn last week. Labs were perfect, because I've been supplementing for 15 years with everything you see on this screen. The average person goes forward with 2 to 3 products after 30 days. When they start to run out, that sulfuric bottle will last you 3 months. When you start to run out, you will know what you need more of. There's 6 things that typically happen when people consume those 7 products every day for 30 days. I'll tell you what those are in a minute. I will tell you if you're over 40 or you're on prescription medications or you're self-medicating with Allegra, Flonase, Tums, Advil PM, you need to be on the Core Complete package, which adds the superfruits, each of which were used for thousands of years in the areas where they were grown. And then for the last 4 decades now, they've been studied and clinical studies published on each of these superfruits here in the United States. We are the most pure form that you will find. We have no juices added. They're wildly harvested, and you can tell when you take them. And so again, 30-day satisfaction guarantee. We show you exactly how to take them, AM and PM. Less than 30 seconds in the morning, and this is what the average person feels within 30 days. Better sleep, which leads to loads of energy, less pain, better bowel habits, whether you go too much, too little, diverticulitis, ulcerative colitis, leaky gut, all the issues, Crohn's, all of it. Improvements in 30 days. Better mood. You don't notice it. Everyone around you does. And weight loss. I lost 3 pounds my first month. I lost 32 pounds my first 3 months. Crazy. So that's the Core Complete or the Core Plus, our starter packs. How do I get it in, Rachel? I don't understand how this works. I don't think my kids will do this. I don't think you understand. Oh, I understand. I've raised 2 children, and I have been very involved with helping children consume these products for 15 years. You can do shots. You can do smoothies. I now have my boys training and teaching on the sports line. We quickly show you how to get it all into a drink or baked goods or whatever it is you need to do for your family to get this stuff in. And the changes, friends, are radical. My child asks for it every day. Mom, please pour my superfruit shot so I can take them in the morning before school. And I show you these pictures to say they were little kids who started with the Core Complete. They're using the sports line every day, and now they are noticed at the gym, and people are asking to pay them for nutrition regimens. And my oldest one sells Pure on his TikTok page with over 50,000 followers, instead of working at Target and Starbucks like all of his friends. So we teach you how to get all of it in. We teach you how to do all this. We have websites set up with loads of training. I have literally thousands of hours of videos of training in the last 15 years of trying to spread the news. You can see much of that at the website purelifechangers.com. I will also tell you, you can learn about our metabolic reset on that site, which incorporates all the products I just showed you, plus some fat burners, some metabolism boosters. We teach you how to eat every 3 hours, which gets your metabolism going. Most people think, oh, I just need to starve myself and I'll lose weight. Over 40, that doesn't work anymore. And so some of the results we've seen, you just saw there. We have a whole program called the Metabolic Reset, which again incorporates all of those products that I just spoke about. We also have one of our best sellers. It's called our Me Collagen Probiotic. It's a blend of collagen, probiotic, as well as biotin. Why do you need those things? Well, collagen has been shown in studies to be huge, number one, for leaky gut. We're eating all these poisons and toxins that are poking holes in our gut. Toxins are leaking out into our blood. Now we have allergies. We have autoimmune diseases we never knew existed. We got to plug it up. Collagen. Collagen is also huge for tendons, huge for skin. I used to inject collagen into people's faces. Now we consume it, and the studies have shown it's literally in your blood within minutes, and you can see the changes in people's skin. So this is kind of our beauty product because it also has the biotin, helps with hair growth and nail growth, but it's got then the probiotic, which is also so big for gut health. One of our best-selling products. If you are into beauty and you are into skin, you've got to look at our Sensia. Sensia is our Korean skincare line. If you have not heard of K-Beauty, where have you been living? K-Beauty is really known as the pinnacle of beautiful skin. They are known for their glass skin. And I will tell you, just like all of our other Pure products, this is what Pure is known for. We are pure. We don't have any of the bad stuff. We are all plant-based. And a study showed that 95% of test subjects after 15 days saw a reduction of eye and fat swelling. How many of you are bothered by that? Reduction of wrinkles around the eye and improvement in smooth skin. We have many people now consuming or using this for over 4 weeks, and this pictures are flying in, and people are noticing the changes in their friend's skin. So this skincare line is tremendous. Again, we have the EWG rating, which means there's nothing bad, poisonous, toxic. Your skin is your largest organ. You should be aware of what you're putting on it. There are basically 4 products that deliver peptides deep into the dermal layer that plump your skin and give you that glass skin appearance. And it's all natural. So it's fabulous. So I will tell you, one of the greatest things I think about the skincare set is the price. And if you remember, I told you I used to own a skincare store. I used to sell Obagi. I used to sell SkinCeuticals, Skin Medica. I used to use those products, each of which were well over $200 for one product. This is $188 at our preferred customer price for 4 products that last you 6 to 8 weeks. Tremendous. This company has also partnered with Love Justice International. Love Justice International is a company that we have thousands of people all over the world who work to stop children from getting trafficked. So they stop them before they go into the trafficking arena. So they stop before the psychological damage occurs. And I'm so proud to be partnered with a company that does this. And so you will see an opportunity when you check out every time to donate to this organization, and our company donates to this organization. So we are literally a change for the world, not just those who know about Pure. If you're watching me on this page, you already are aware of changing lives with Pure. And if you're on this page, you can use the little magnifying glass, guys, to type in migraines, cholesterol, liver function tests, hair loss, alopecia, anxiety, depression, whatever. Type it in, pull up the thousands of testimonies. I started this group in 2018, and it has just exponentially exploded, and people are posting their testimonies unsolicited every day just to help others, because they felt like I felt. Like, if I could change one autistic family's life, if I can change one person who struggles with migraine, if I can help one person who struggles with weight loss, I'm going to post my testimony, and maybe it will help them to understand this is real. So you get a 30-day satisfaction guarantee. You have testimonies from thousands of people I'm going to stay on afterwards and answer your questions. What's holding you back? If you're not on this community page, I encourage you to get back to the person who invited you and ask them to add you. So my goal in the beginning was to help as many people as I can with their health. It's actually why I went to medical school, right? But what I found over the years of doing this is I would share this with Miss Betty, for instance, who was in her 70s, and she couldn't even walk to her mailbox because she was so tired and in pain. And after 2 weeks on Core Complete, she's walking around the block twice a day. She calls me and she's like, oh my gosh, Rachel, I'm walking around the block. I feel amazing. But Fred, my neighbor, he has such bad knee pain. He's asking me questions. Mrs. Smith down the road can't remember her grandchildren's names. She's asking me questions. I'm like, well, Miss Betty, you need to be a brand partner. She was a customer just purchasing products. And you need to be a brand partner. And so we get her enrolled as a brand partner. She sends them some videos and they start purchasing. And she calls me 2 weeks later and she's like, I've made a check the last 2 weeks in a row. And Fred cancels his knee surgery and Mrs. Smith is now starting to remember things. That was eye-opening for me. I was used to changing the lives of the people I had interaction with. As a PA, I prided myself on doing a good job with my patients. I didn't know Fred and Mrs. Smith. See, they just knew Betty. Betty shared a video with them. Betty shared the products with them. And now Betty's getting a check, which for somebody in their 70s to start getting checks when they're on a fixed income, life-changing for Miss Betty as well. That opened my eyes to the power of what we have our hands on. You guys, this is the future. E-commerce is the future. Everybody's buying things online. Health and wellness is the future. It's not going anywhere. If you've ever looked for a side business, I don't think you can find a better one. And two groups of people are attracted to this, guys. There's the people who are already into nutrition and they're spending a lot of money on nutrition. And they know I'm saying the right language. So they take a look at this and they're like, let me look at some of the products. Let me compare some of the products to what I have. Let me look at the ingredients that they have. That's what I did. And we're like, this is really good. If I can click a button, it's all going to come to my house. I don't have to buy from multiple different companies. I'm in. No expectations. But I'm still here. These people stay for a very long time. The other group of people that we attract are the ones who aren't eating so well. You know, they're drinking soda every day. They're going through the fast food restaurants on a regular basis, Chick-fil-A, McDonald's. They know they should do better. Maybe they were just diagnosed with diabetes type 2 or pre-diabetic, or a sister just had a stroke and they're freaking out. And they hear this and they're like, if you can make it easy for me, Rachel, I will do it. Okay, those are the two groups of people attracted to us. And here's the thing, guys. This is your number one irreplaceable asset. But most of us spend more money on our phones, the roofs of our houses, servicing on my car was $3,000, the air conditioning servicing. We take better care of that than we do of this. Less than $10 a day to get the starter package and do it for 30 days. Whether or not you choose to continue with that, you will know at the end of 30 days as to whether or not it had an effect on you. You will know when you run out if you're going to go forward with this. But isn't it worth it to do a 30-day trial to see if maybe this is the answer to your family's health problems and your health problems? Now, some of you on here might be like, wait a minute. I know people who need to hear about this. I'm going to talk about that in a minute. But right now, if you're interested in being a customer, you can go to livepure.com, throw whatever you want into the cart. I love the family pack. I started with the family pack. Why? Because there were 4 people in my family, plus my sister and her nephew, and I didn't want to just service my body. I wanted to service all of their bodies. And I honestly don't know that I would be here if I'd only gotten the Core Plus or Core Complete for me, because I'm not here because I lost 3 pounds my first month or 32 pounds my first 3 months. I am here because my nephew started speaking the 3rd month and my husband's depression and anger issues went away. That's why I'm here. And I had enough product to say, here, you guys take it. You guys use it. So I knew how important health and nutrition were. So you can go to that site, throw the family pack in your cart, throw the Reset Plus. That's the 6-week program for 2 people to do the 6-week metabolic reset program. Or mix and match, throw in whatever you want. The sports line is tremendous. When you go to checkout, choose to be a preferred customer. You're going to get 25% off with no obligation to pay again and no fee. It's not like joining Amazon where you have to pay a fee, or Costco where you have to pay a fee just to get in that building. It's free to get the discount here. Basically, you give them your email address and you're getting 25% off. Now they're going to ask you if you want to sign up for the Smart Ship. I highly recommend you do, because 93 out of 100 people repurchase. And when you repurchase on the Smart Ship program, you get additional discounts, you get additional products for free. So just start on the Smart Ship right from the get-go. Easy to cancel. They'll remind you before it's going through. You just literally click a button and cancel it, or edit it if you want to. Okay. If you're sitting here and you're like, how much is the Core Plus? How much is $10 a day? I don't know if I can afford that. Or you're thinking my sister needs to hear this. Or you're thinking I'm so far in debt. There's no way I can buy anything else. What is your plan to get out of that situation? What's your plan to get out of your debt situation? Is it going to go away? Are you going to win the lottery? Are you going to start working at a bar in the evenings? Like, what is your plan? I opened a skincare retail store and I opened a construction company in 2008, not because I needed more money. I made great money as a PA. I made more money than most doctors because of the field I was in and how good I was at it. And I'm a hard worker. I started those companies for time freedom. I was tired of trading my hours for dollars. When I worked, I made money. When I didn't work, I didn't make money. And I wanted to spend time with my kids. And more work wasn't giving me time with my kids. It was giving me more money. So I hired a nanny. They called her mom. It was killing me. So I started doing this and the checks start coming in. And within a year of me I'm going to tell you what I did. I called one person a day. Literally, I was like this. Hey, Tiffany, I don't know where you're at in life. I don't know what's going on, but I found something that's life-changing. And you need to look at it. If I send you a video, will you watch it? If I send you a link to something live tonight, will you take a look? And they'd be like, what is it? I'd say, I have 3 patients waiting. I'm pulling into the parking lot. Like, watch the video, will you? And then I would call back later that night and half the time they wouldn't answer. And I didn't like throw my phone down and cry. I invited 3 people today. All 3 of them said no to this thing tonight. Crying about it. I've changed thousands of people's lives. I've helped tens of thousands of people throw prescription in the trash. I know it's not for everyone, but where else can you make one phone call a day? And what I teach is 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week to get a check weekly for the rest of your life. Within a year, I'd made $100,000. Okay. And that was more money than I made in my skincare retail store. And I spent 3 to 4 hours there every night after I finished with patients. I'm like, gosh, what if I closed the skincare store down? I invested $50,000 and what if I close that down and focus on this? What would happen? And this money just kept growing. To where in 2019, I was making 4 times the money in this than I was at my job as a PA. So I shut down, walked away from practicing medicine. I'll never go back to that because I found a better way to help people in all walks of life, whether they want to earn extra income, earn free trips, looking for time freedom, looking for extra money, all things. How do you do it, Rachel? What do? We invite people to take a look. When they watch a presentation, they know I'm interested or I'm not. If 20 people decide to order 3 products a month from you, you'll make $1,000 a month. Seems pretty cut and dry to me. You don't have to know what's in Daily Build. You don't have to know what's in the Cleanse. You don't even have to know what the 7 products are in the Core Plus. Get them on these live presentations or get them to watch a recording of a past presentation. And then once they have questions, if they're not on live and I answer them live, right now, if you have questions, you guys can start typing them in because I'm going to stay on and answer them. But if they have questions, you plug them in with myself or one of our leaders and we answer your questions, answer your friends' questions while you're working your full-time job as a teacher. That's what we do. We're just trying to get these news to everybody. And we have literally spread this all over the globe. We've never done social media until this year. We're just starting to do social media. I go on my social media page, I'm seeing people selling makeup and clothes and hair clips and hair braids. This is life-changing stuff. We're just now starting to build a group of people who are educating on social media about the power of these products and what it does for them. If you choose to start to build this, you can build a customer base. We have 2 pay plans. One is kind of an affiliate marketing plan. Larry's, if you share it with others and they purchase, you get checks. You get checks. You're going to get anywhere from 20 to 50% back on every single order that somebody places through you. Kind of think of it like you're a vending machine. Okay. Or you're going to build teams. And if you're going to build teams, well, of course, you're a vending machine where people are buying things from you. But if you begin to build teams now, you're teaching them to be their own vending machines. Okay. And you get a little percentage every time they sell a product because the company's saying, thank you so much, Beth, for opening your mouth and telling your sister who's now decided to share it. Thank you so much. Oh, look at this. Go. Is this a pyramid? It looks like a pyramid. Is it a pyramid? I'm like, what do you mean by that? And they say, well, like the person at the top makes all the money. You mean like your job? You mean like my job where I worked, where the doctor made the most and then the CFO and then the other doctors and then the PAs. PAs can't make as much as doctors. I was told that multiple times. Then the nurses, then the secretaries. You mean like that? Yeah, it's the opposite of that. I make more money than the person who told me. I make more money than the person who told them and the person who told them. Why? Because I did a little bit every day. I just called one person a day, every day. Now we train a little differently depending on how quickly you want to make $100,000. You want to make $100,000 in 12 months? You want to make $100,000 in 3 years? Do you want to make $100,000 in 6 months? It's a different training, right? How much time you're going to spend on it, but you don't have to figure it out. We tell you exactly what to do. Here's what I want you to get out of this picture right here. If you join today, the first 2 people that join you, we're going to benefit from everybody else you put in over the next rest of the time you're sharing. So if Jenny and Fran join you first, and the next 2 people that join you are Beth and Linda, Jenny and Fran actually get paid on what Beth and Linda do, and what Beth and Linda's people do, and what their people do, and what their people do. Even if Jenny and Fran sit for 2 years and do nothing, a bank account's just going to grow, 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 grow. And when they decide to share it, bank account they can start to cash in on as soon as they begin to build their organization. So timing. I was talking to somebody today who's involved in affiliate marketing, and she started to understand this, and she's like, wait a minute. You would put people on my team that I don't even know, and I would get to get paid on the orders that they make and the people they put in? Yes. Why would you put people on my team? Well, I only have 2 places to put people. It's on my left side or my right side. So that's why there's nowhere else to put them. I've got to put them on somebody's team. Why not you? She was like, I think I'm starting to get this. The affiliate marketing world, we've got that model. It's here as well. But if you choose to build teams, the amount of money you can make is tremendous. There's no cap. $250,000 a year, when I was capped out as a PA, and I work really hard, like 60-hour weeks for that. There's no cap here. You sell real estate, good for you. How many houses can you literally sell in a week? What if you go to Europe for the summer? Are you gonna make any money while you're gone? I make money while I'm gone. Heck, I could turn my computer down, put my phone down, move to New Zealand tomorrow, not talk about peer for the rest of the year, and I make more money in 2023 than I did in 2022. The little tiny bits of work I've done for the last 15 years, every day. How do you get started as a brand partner? $49 to enroll. You go set up your monthly order. Cancel at any time, guys. People say all the time, what if I choose to cancel? Then cancel. It's not that big of a deal. Your investment is products that you're going to consume anyways, all right? So your monthly overhead is 3 to 4 products a month. And if you can't afford it, but Aunt Betty is a customer of yours and she buys that, your monthly overhead is covered. This made me think it wasn't a real business. Truly, the monthly overhead's a joke. I used to have to pay for lights, rent, my employees' payroll, the payrolls, the printing, I have to pay so much. This, I'm just paying for the supplements I was already buying from the local health food store. That's my monthly overhead. Then I go place my first order. That's your investment, your first order. So like, I could have started with just the Core Plus for $289, but I'm like, no, I don't want to juice anymore. I don't want to go to the health food store anymore. Let me get it for my whole family. What's the best bang for my buck? $4,000? Okay, and if I'm a brand partner, it's only $2,500. Give it to me right now. And right now, the company has bonuses in place where if you start with this package, you're set up to get just extra money every time you share it. Okay, so it's really good time to join the company to get set up to just get extra money every time you share this with somebody. So it's like 2 tables of money. One has a little bit, one has a lot. What do you have to do to get the lot of money instead of the little bit? You come in with the large package that you're going to consume, that you get to write off. All right, but you also get into my VIP program with this, which is weekly VIP calls with 6- and 7-figure earners, special mentoring, special coaching, have a special path for VIPs. So this is the best one. The Reset Plus is a great package as well. There are additional bonuses right now for you if you come in with the Reset Plus package. You won't get into my VIP program, but you do get that 30% extra in first order bonuses. Or you can start with some of the smaller packages. The Core Plus is $289. You'll pay $49 if you start with the Core Plus. That is waived with the Reset Plus and the Family Pack. The shipping is also waived with those higher level packs. But if that's all you can do is the Core Plus, do the Core Plus. Don't start less. Save your money. Get to where you can spend $289. How do I make money? You start to enroll people. As soon as you begin to enroll people, you start to make money back. And actually, this slide should be changed because if you come in with the family package, you're going to get $600 every time somebody enrolls with you with the family pack. If you don't come in with the family pack, you're only going to get $400 when they enroll. So $200 extra just because you decided to start with that larger package. Okay, livepure.com, guys. Go throw what you want into the shopping cart. Go check out choose to be a brand partner at checkout. If you like to travel for free, this is my specialty. We have earned every trip the company has ever offered. They take us on luxurious 5-star resort trips all over the world. We've been to, my husband and I, Bora Bora, Spain, France, New Zealand, Australia, Italy. This is Sorrento, Italy. We helped over 50 people go with us on this trip to Italy. On my vision board right here, it says that 200 people will be joining us in Greece this September. I've helped 28 people earn this trip. That means there's like, what is that, 172 people left to earn it. So who will it be? It's going to be fantastic. And so if you like to travel for free, you guys, there's nothing else out there that you can work from your phone, work from anywhere. Somebody said to me today, I'm not good at sales. People to take a look. You're not selling. You're saying, I found something amazing. I think it might be for you. Heck, it's probably not. I don't know. If I send you a link, will you watch it? If they say no, like the 3 people said no to me today, I'm not like moaning about it. They have to wake up to alarm clocks every day. I don't. They have to miss their kids' things at school. I don't. Like, it's not sad for me if they say no, and maybe the timing just isn't for them. It's okay. It's okay. I'm fine with that. It's not their time. Maybe it will be a year from now. Maybe it never will be. But that's the thing. What I'm trying to get across to you is all we do is invite. And if they say no, we don't start crying about it. We just invite somebody else and invite somebody else and invite somebody else. And it's totally fine. Okay. I'm going to answer some of these questions. I'm going to stop the recording because we're going to try to put this recording somewhere else for others to watch it. Thank you so much for joining. Get back to the person who invited you. Let them know what you're thinking. Again, if it's not for you, it's okay. Timing might not be right for you. I have people who joined in the last 3 years who were shown this 5, 7, 8 years ago. It wasn't the right time then. It was the right time in 2020, 2021, 2022. Okay. Good night, everybody. God bless. I'm going to stay on and answer some questions after I stop this recording.